Como é que é, pessoal? Sejam bem-vindos a mais um episódio aqui do Shanecast. Yeah, man. Just another one. We've been working. I've been bringing in the content that y'all been asking for. E hoje eu tô aqui com nada mais, nada menos que o king.clay, man. Say
Yes,
hi to the
sir.
peeps, you know.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy King.clay. Olá,
Yeah.
todo mundo, todo Moçambique. É o vosso boy
Yeah,
King.clay.
man. We're trying to go national in this. Thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
greeting the whole nation, bro. But yeah, man, como é que é, bro? Like, I feel like there's a lot that we have to touch up on and all that. But I just want to know, how is it that you've been feeling, man? You just dropped a new project now, and how have things been? Like, we're gonna step back, but I just want to know,
Yeah.
like, how has it been?
I feel good.
Yeah,
Could feel better, definitely, because I
Yeah.
always aim higher
yeah.
than what I do. But I feel good.
hmm
Like it really did what I wanted.
What you want to
Yeah.
happen?
Yeah.
Okay, but before the now, the what you want, I want to know, like, where's king.clay from? Not nationality or whatever, but what's the beginning of it all? Like, what's the genesis of the beginning of your career, bro? Like, how did it start?
It started in school. I always wanted to rap. I saw niggas like from Triggered.
Okay,
Like,
who
for example, who made me like just
who
wanted
from
to-
Treacher made you rap? Because I'm from
No,
Treacher.
no. He didn't make me rap,
Yeah.
but he made me want to rap.
Yeah,
I won't even say his name because it doesn't deserve that shit.
Moisés, was it
Mas-
Moisés?
No, not really.
Não,
Mas
Moisés.
tipo, não foi Moisés. I used to listen to his stuff.
Yeah,
mas,
play Noik, man.
Play
Shout
Noik.
out Play Noik, bro. That's a
Yeah.
homie of mine, bro.
Mas tipo, I saw him rapping. I was like, afinal é isto aqui que estás a cantar agora. I also want to do it because he made it look easy.
Yeah.
He was not good, and I was like, I also want to try.
Was it Drogadinho?
Não
Arthur.
sei, bro. não sei.
But you just know he's from Treacher.
Estudamos juntos. Depois ele foi para Trisha.
What's his name?
Everybody was doing music na Trisha.
Yeah, bro.
I called Trisha High School Musical.
When I left Treacher, bro, like, in my grade, tinha alguns rappers,
Yeah.
but the grades above me, like, os gajos tinham saído antes. Tinha Gangue, Mark Exodus, KM. There was also Jimeta estudou lá course, but Jimeta doesn't really count.
Right.
And like, mesmo ali dentro tinha outros niggas that were like producers and all that. And then my grade, there were some rappers. The grade above me, there was like one. And then the youngins, Gangue, Play Noik. It was just a lot of niggas. Like, there's now See Me,
See
aquele,
Me.
what's his name? Pretty New
Bring your
Road.
rod.
All these guys were like there, and like, sempre faziam malta rodas de freestyle
Right.
during break time, and it was
Right,
like really
right.
nice to just. I never really engaged in that because at that time of my life, I was very dedicated to God and all that. So I was like, nah, man, I can't be like out
I mean,
here.
Trisha is a
It's a Christian
it's a
school.
Christian school,
yeah.
right?
So I can't be out here watching these niggas like talk about these things and like swearing and all that. So like, yeah. So I want to know who from that generation influenced king.clay to start rapping, bro. That's why I'm like,
I
no,
sound like
fish
the,
you
I
know?
sound like the person didn't even influence me because I didn't start then.
Yeah.
He just made me want to
It
do
made
rap.
you believe that
It
it's
made
possible.
me go to my room, grab a book, and try to write something. But nothing was coming.
Okay.
And I did not start then. Mas after that, I went to Cape Town. I met a nigga who was doing music seriously.
Yeah.
And I lied to him. I told him I was doing music, but I wasn't doing music.
Yeah.
So he was like, bro, let's do a beat or something. I tried, I failed, so the beat did not come out. But then I had this project from tipo English project. We had to read a book and then summarize it in a way of a project. Podia ser tipo sketch, a slideshow, whatever. That was the only book that I read in that time, or even for that class till today. I understood it was a Born a Crime, the Trevor Noah.
Okay.
So I read that shit and I was like, I would write a song. The project would be a song.
Yeah.
And then I sat down, I wrote like the track, everything in como é que posso dizer? Tipo, baseado naquele livro. Based on that book. So that's when the first track came in.
Is it?
That's like I was like, okay, in order to write a track, I have to do this, this, and that.
Yeah.
After that, my friends that were here, they're like, let's do a track. I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
I did it. After that, I never stopped. I was like, I'm gonna stop after I finish high school because I want to focus on basketball and school, but then I never stopped.
Yeah.
Like it kept going bigger and bigger and bigger.
You were also a Willow boy, right?
Yeah, I studied in Willow.
Yeah, Young Brad and all,
Young
and all the
Brad,
gang.
Rico, all
Ziwani.
these niggas. Yeah.
I feel. Okay. Now, because if that's the case, then there's a lot of like great talent that
Yeah, Willow é uma
came
escola
out
de talentos.
from that school, you know. I mean, from most schools, to be honest, but like,
Shout out CZ. F astronaut.
Esse aí passou de muito cedo, so it's really hard. CZ é filho
Nem tô a
das
falar-
streets, bro.
Nem estou a falar de CZ Music.
He's
Tem outro talento, ele. Só não vou dizer aqui.
all of them. Ai. Para os que não viram, King Cis acabou de dizer que manta king.clay.
Ei, ele não disse king.clay.
He said king.clay. E
Ele
toda
não
a gang são filhos dele. É dessa cena, bro. Alright, so like, from your time in Willow, bro, what did you learn from those niggas? Like, what was, like,
When I was in Willow, none of those niggas, Rico, Brad, no, none of them. were
so
doing
it was
music.
way before that started,
Okay.
rapping. Or,
They didn't, bro. With who? Brad did not do a freestyle when I was there.
so, tá a ver
None of those niggas was doing music. And
Okay.
that time, the only person
What
that
year
I
was this?
knew,
You remember the year? 2015.
I guess, I don't remember the year. Mas
Yeah.
none. Yeah, I was in 9th grade. None of them were doing music.
Mm.
Brad was producing though. That's when he started doing beats.
Okay.
Mas they were not doing. They were not rapping.
Mm.
Yeah, and the only person who was rapping, I think, was Ceezy.
Okay.
I guess that time.
Pastizi começou a rapar quando saiu da barriga, bro. So,
see.
you can't really count. You
Yeah,
need to count him
yeah,
out of the
yeah.
equation. Then
I'm talking about doing like seriously.
Seriously,
yeah,
yeah.
not like freestyle.
So
and
you
stuff.
started doing your thing seriously when you went to Cape Town.
So I started doing music in Cape Town,
Yeah.
and I started
that was
getting
what,
serious
20
in Cape Town, 2017.
2017.
Yeah.
All right. And like when you were there, like you know what's the funny thing about that city, bro? Every nigga that I know that has been to Cape Town somehow got into like some artistic field.
Yeah.
Photography, video making,
Yeah.
music, and all that.
Yeah,
Did you get caught up in that vibe too? Was because obviously, first thing you get there, you find a friend that's doing music.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
but like the whole city in general, like non trouxe essa
I
vibe.
think I think it's the city that like you want to do something creative. I learned how to edit videos in Cape Town.
Yeah.
That I used to take my phone, take pictures and stuff, do
Mm.
videos. I learned it in Cape Town. I did a video with Twan
Yeah.
in Cape Town. So I think it's the vibe, but also it was the environment that I was in. In my first year in Cape Town, I did not hang with any Mozambicans.
Mm.
I don't know why, but I just didn't. So Martin, he was doing his music seriously.
Yeah.
And I was his friend. Like we were every day together. So I was like, bro, I need to do it. Not that I need to do it, but I want to do it. Yeah.
Okay.
But the vibe definitely.
Yeah, dude. I
like-
feel like every single guy, bro, even like the most non-artistic person somehow, because I remember que Deus o tenha, Mala. I think I met him.
Yeah, I met Mala.
That nigga all of a sudden is taking like artistic pictures. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
you're just a guy that likes to play PS, bro. What are you doing in photography? But tipo toda pessoa que vai para ali, bro. Like
I don't know. I don't know if that's how he started. Mas he was big friend with Robert,
Yeah.
and Robert also takes pictures. And I think they were like
Yeah.
doing the same thing probably.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bro.
8 does the
The
design,
graphic design and all
design
that.
things.
Twan
Twan is also
you
doing.
see what I'm saying? You see
I
the
definitely Derek also
Derek
does his videos.
before he left Maputo, the nigga was just a dude that plays soccer.
Tino also did his videos.
Became a
there and stuff.
YouTuber there.
Exactly, and now he's
Wow.
where he is.
But yeah, man, like okay, so you continuando, you write your first song as schoolwork, you know.
Yeah, my
Who'd-
first track was
Who would
the
say
schoolwork.
that homework is boring, huh?
Nah,
Huh? Who
that was
would've
the
thought?
only project that I enjoyed doing it.
And did you have to like recite the song, like perform it in front of a class, or from
Nope.
a sign people?
No, it was
Here's
just for the teacher, and I was late with the track because I remember I had to submit it like 4. But I only went it like to the studio at like 3:30.
Oh, so you actually recorded the song and
I
everything.
actually did record this track.
Did you still have the track?
It's on
Or
SoundCloud, but I'd never tell it anybody.
that this is the song that I made for the
Yep.
project.
Yeah,
Okay, you tell me after, and
for
then
sure.
everybody else that's
sure,
watching
for
this
sure.
will have to like go and check it out to
For
understand. You know, you're gonna you like vai forçar o pessoal a escutar teus lyrics to really
Yeah.
grasp the thing.
Yeah.
But I like okay. When you started, right, what were you trying to bring across? Like, obviously, we're doing rap, I want to assume, but like, what were your influences? Were you listening to a lot of trap, a lot of boom bap?
To be honest, eu sou alguém. I'm this person. Like I play basketball, but I'm not that deep in basketball. Like if you ask me how many points did Allen Iverson drop, I won't tell. I won't know. Like how old is LeBron? I know, but like it's something that even though I play basketball, it's not like I'm that deep into the thing. So music, like it's not like I was listening a lot to rap.
Yeah.
I've been mulado de malta curtindo
so
cocotelas and
house music,
stuff,
house
house
music has been your
music.
thing.
I'm a piano lover.
Okay.
Not nowadays I'm a pianist, but like back
The
then.
old school stuff,
Yeah, the
yeah.
old school. I used to listen to that. So till today, it's not like there's a person who influences me or there's like an album or a music. I don't listen to a track and be like, I want to do this.
Yeah.
It's I create my own and like I
So
want to.
basically, you don't consider yourself a rapper. You consider yourself more of an artist. You don't box yourself
Yeah.
in that. Okay, that's interesting.
I would say I'm a rapper because I can only rap. I wish I could sing, but I
Yeah.
can only rap.
Yeah.
But it's all.
But you can
practice.
learn how to sing.
Definitely, I'm practicing already.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool. So we can expect like an R&B album from you
the R&B album, nah. Mas tipo, on a track probably, yeah,
with a lot of singing.
yeah.
That's cool,
Straight
man.
up singing.
That's cool. But like, you know what the thing is? Most people they need some reference to to what they're doing and whatnot. So like, how do you like when you do your songwriting? Like, how do you go about it? Like how? Because sometimes you might write something, and then you'll be like, you know what? But had so and so written this, they would have gone about it this way. So I think I want to take this specific element of that person's writing and include it into my own composition. How is that like for you?
My thing is, I don't reference honestly to anybody.
And now basically you really, really, really doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a very different way of looking at it, because
There's something about it. For example, I've done a track with Young Brad
Yeah.
where he had the track, he had the hook,
Mm.
and I was like, I'm not gonna go out of this thing that what he did. I'll do my thing, my lyrics and everything, my flow, inside that track.
Okay.
But you know his style and
Yeah.
stuff, and the hook was also like that type of stuff. Like,
yeah.
and I was like, I'm gonna do this. That's right. But
Yeah.
it's not like I stopped and I was like, I wanna rap like Young Brad. I'm gonna do this because they are doing it.
Yeah.
No, it was just that I was trying to fit in that beat.
Yeah. Okay.
The same way that in my EP there's like My City
Mm.
and then there's Kansei. Two different like vibes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I felt like in this project you brought a lot of like, it's not what I was expecting, to be honest. Stuff
Yeah.
mais trappy, mais,
yeah.
hip hop, but then you're like there's a lot of
I
like,
want people to expect everything from
there's
me.
a lot of like melodies and
Yeah.
it was more
Yeah.
like almost something that you can just sit and listen to the music and not really try to like, what is this nigga trying to say in these lyrics or anything like that, But as we spoke before we started recording, like you've done like a lot of features, right? So
Yes,
before we
sir.
get to like not the bad part, but some misconceptions that people might have, I want to know from you so far to date, who has been the artist that you enjoyed working with the most?
Sheesh, that's a hard one that I've
You
enjoyed.
you can do a top three, I guess,
The first
because
one
of
would
like
be
first specific. You
top.
can like
The
specific
first one
aspects and all that.
would be Father, definitely,
Yeah,
because yeah, we did a masterpiece.
yeah,
So the second one would be CZ,
yeah.
because he's the only artist who I've been in the studio with.
Oh,
With all
like
the feats,
mm,
I've only been with the artist
once.
once,
Wow.
which was with CZ.
And I think that's a whole different vibe than in
Yeah,
comparison to like receberem o verso ou tipo tu mandares teu verso and all
exactly,
that.
exactly.
Yeah.
The third one will be Ciroc. He's also on my EP because me and him we just have this chemistry. Like he sent normally people send me the beat. I listen, then I go right. But whenever he sends a beat, while listening, I'm already people thinking of what I'm gonna. I already find the flow like this, so we have this chemistry that like, yeah. So it's like Father CZ Ciroc.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, you when I is my mic off? But yeah, I asked you, what did I ask? I had asked what you wanted for us to talk about, and you had mentioned that you want to address this whole thing about your features and all that. So
Mhm. Yeah.
you have you know
I,
you can talk about it or whatever. But yeah, feel free, bro. Like
I always tipo eu paro e vejo like como é que eu ia olhar para king.clay,
yeah,
como tipo eu sendo fã, como é que eu ia olhar. And the first thing that came to my mind was like, porque I've done that to other artists as well. Tá a
Yeah.
ver? I was like, this nigga, tipo, his bangers são feats. Tipo,
Yeah.
ele só tem feats, tá a ver?
mm-hmm,
Although I have my only track que eu fiz solo,
yeah,
it's a banger, tá a ver?
Yeah.
Mas é Panda na Mari.
Pananamari,
Mas, tipo, tem mais feats than I have solo tracks. So I stopped and I was like, okay, that's how I would look to king.clay that não consegue sós.
Yeah,
Like maybe he cannot do it by himself.
yeah,
So I stopped and I'm working on that right now.
yeah.
So I'm working on like
More solo tracks and all
more
that.
solo tracks.
But you shouldn't you shouldn't beat yourself up like that,
I'm really not.
because obviously you aren't, because you know you're able to talk about it open. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
But the thing is, some people their way into the game is through feats, and then some people their way into the game is like that one finesse
Yeah.
that they're able to get.
Yeah.
Others, it's that one beef that they had, and you know,
Mhm.
it's various ways that you find yourself into the game, and people will know you.
The
you know?
reason why I don't trip about this is because most of the feats that I have, it's like I got the beat, I had everything planned, and I was like, bro, jump here.
Oh,
And
okay.
I created the thing. It's
Yeah,
not like
yeah.
to aproveitar bule or
Money,
something. No,
money.
I created this stuff. The same thing that have like people do that.
Yeah.
People, have you heard verse the DJ Khaled, for example?
No.
No. But I guess he creates
He idealizes and
exactly. So
This is the whole-
that's why I'm not tripping, because I know I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah.
I'm doing music. I'm creating.
Yeah.
If y'all want to hear just king.clay, I'll give you.
Yeah.
I'm happy with what I'm doing and
Yeah.
where I am.
I feel.
Yeah.
So, now I think we can. Is it safe for me to say that your boom as king.clay, like you know, like a explosão mesmo happened in 2019 towards 2020, like 2019, 2020, and like then 2020 was just the peak year, or did it start beforehand? Like when did we get to the king.clay that everybody knows on Instagram, you know, and all that?
2020 was definitely the peak year.
Yeah.
Mas, some people, but like I'm talking about the cool people, you know, the cool like the
Yeah,
society and stuff.
yeah.
They knew me because in 2018 I released a track called Ride or Die, who actually went #1 on iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay,
Hey,
people,
props to that.
thank you. But I was like, people know me, that but not. It's not like I will go pro social and stuff, and people will know that I do music.
Yeah.
And I wanted to.
Have you seen that meme where it's like a guy in the corner and then
Yeah.
they're like, they don't know this? And now tu vas para social and you'd be like, they don't know I'm king.clay.
Actually, eu lancei a música when I was in Cape Town, and
Okay.
people in Cape Town actually knew me. Tá a ver?
Yeah.
At least Moçambicanos,
Os
they knew
moçambicanos,
me.
like,
Tá a ver? And some people, like people in my school, obviously.
yeah.
Mas like Moçambicanos knew I do music. Mas 2020, yeah, that's when it really started happening. Like this whole Corona thing, epa, it is o que é uma realidade, yes. Mas it did me good in terms of music.
Yeah.
In my career, it did me good because I had like maning opportunities.
Yeah.
People, I was able to come to Mars and stay. The reason why I'm here is because of Corona.
Yeah.
I'll probably be in the States and I wouldn't be have this opportunity to do a video.
Yeah.
So I look on the bright side. I was able to meet people who opened doors for me.
Yeah.
And I did mood swings because I'm here.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Corona, I wouldn't be here. And my peak year was 2020. First, because of lives. I think people know me because of doing lives. And then I released Cinco de Mayo,
Yeah.
which I did a TikTok challenge and boom. Then I did Massa. No, before I did Bernice, then I did Massa, who was featured with Jimet. And
Yeah,
Jimet
yeah,
is a
yeah.
big artist. And then, 2020 was definitely the peak year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like during that time, you know, what were the things, not music wise, but like when we look at your personal growth as an individual and all that,
Mhm.
what were the lessons that you kept on learning, you know, that even if one day you know, you're like, yeah, I've done what I had to do with the music, I'm happy with where I've gotten, with what I've been able to achieve, you're gonna take with people lessons that you like.
One thing that I definitely learned is is to look to music as a business.
Yeah.
I didn't look it that way much during this time that I was in Mars because of the people who was hanging with.
Yeah.
I started seeing music as a business. That's the number one lesson that I had. Second is like consistency.
Yeah.
And then instead of sitting here and complaining or people waiting for the things to come, I need to go do it.
Yeah.
Like I need to get up. I need to treat music the same way I would treat trabalho no banco or whatever.
Yeah.
Me waking up early, getting ready, se possível, leva uma marmita, vai ao stu. I don't need to record, but just being there in that environment,
Yeah.
it really helped me a lot. Então, I like niggas stay home and they wanna do music, they wanna learn, but they just stay home and vou escrever, e amanhã vou estúdio gravar, depois já gravei, it's done. But how you gonna learn if you're not there?
Yeah.
So those are the things that main thing is that I started looking music as a business.
business.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you mentioned that, because every single person that I speak with, be it a guy that goes to the studio or a person that like has their own home setup and they do their stuff from home, the common denominator is always one and one alone. Work hard. Just
Yes, sir.
work,
Yeah.
work and work. And some for the ones that have their own home setup, it's much easier for them even because they can just
Yeah.
like record.
Yeah.
Tipo, gravam as cenas deles. And,
I
you
mean,
know,
I have a home setup, but it's not even about recording.
yeah.
It's about being in that
In
that
the
environment.
environment,
Like
yeah.
you can practice, you can get better yourself, mas tipo, I feel like it's necessary to have a way of
Ou tipo, teres
uma outra forma de ver.
Teres group of artists, of friends that are artists, and then you guys just hang out regularly and all that.
Yeah, for example,
would that
tipo,
count?
Yeah, it does. For example, people say if you want to learn English, ir à escola, pode ir a James School, sei
Yeah.
lá. It won't change anything unless you are in an English environment.
Money.
It's the same thing
Money.
with music, basketball, whatever
Yeah.
you do, whatever you want to do, go to that environment.
Yeah.
Like you can, por exemplo, tem times no início, eu só saía de casa, I'll just leave my place, go to the studio, sit, watch, listen to what they're saying, listen how they do it. It's not that I'm gonna do what they're doing. It's not that I'm gonna do everything they're saying. Mas the productive part, the positive part, I will take to that. I'll go home and I'll practice what I learned today.
Yeah.
It's the same with school. You go to school, you learn. It's not that you're gonna do everything your teacher is saying, but you go home, quando tens trabalhos, that's what you do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That's how I look at it.
I feel you. You speak a lot about sport. I mean, so far you've spoken quite a few times about sports and all that, you
Yeah.
know. And I want to know, like, how is that like being artista, desportista? You know, how's that mix like for you? You know, like,
Para mim, não tem mais nenhuma diferença.
does it inspire you? Does the
No.
working hard in sports translate to the working hard in the art and all
in
that?
life. Me working hard in sports, it translates in life.
In life,
Yeah.
and then in life there's also music. So
Exactly.
that's where
Music
the
music is
connection-
life.
I feel,
Então,
I feel.
yeah, mas the only difference is like my teammates look at me different now.
Is it?
They look at me
But yeah, like-
aquele artista famoso, whatever.
Yeah.
Even though not so famous, but
Yeah.
they look at me that way. Mas,
But now we can also look at another what you call it, common denominator, which is like team play. You know, like you
Yeah.
always,
Yeah.
sem querer, sem querendo, vais estar sempre a jogar numa equipe.
sim.
Obviously, because like
Sim.
your teammates are gonna be like, you're a rapper. When you go to the studio and you start drinking, so assim posso dizer, from all of these experiences, it's like a team play type thing. Because
It
then
is.
sometime in the future, when you use like various references and like alguém que tem ouvido muito atento, they can be like, this sounds a lot like something, I don't know, Young Brad would do, or you
Mhm.
know,
Yeah.
etc. So it's like, you know, I think it's really important for people to do this thing of like connecting with people, you know,
It is.
in all realms of stuff that we're doing.
As long as you would with the right people in the
Yeah.
right circle,
Yeah.
are you gonna succeed?
On God, yeah. Like that's what I've been trying to do as well, like with my time here, because I used to have this thing of like always talking about business, whatever.
Right.
Like, yeah, man, you gotta do this. But now I'm actually trying to get into the business, you know?
Yeah.
Like actually being mindful, I need to like, there's costs and there's income, like how, you know,
Yeah.
all these things. And
Yeah.
it's I feel that. Bro.
Eu sou alguém que tipo, whenever I think about something,
Yeah.
I will go like I cannot sleep without doing that stuff
Mm.
unless it's like at 2 a.m. Then I cannot.
Shit.
But for example, for instance, I want to do tipo merch. Like for example, I want to do shirt.
Yeah, by the way, merch plug, you know, mood swings.
With swings.
Go
Yes, sir.
check out your Instagram, right?
Instagram, yeah.
For the
King
for the-
Clay.
just go to King Clay and then you find
Yeah.
all the info there.
Yes, sir. Mas tipo, let's say I think about merch. I thought about it. This is tipo uma segunda ideia. I had the first one, but then I had this one came out. I will stop. Tipo, I will literally get out the bed, open my computer, procurar uma camiseta, sei lá, escrever ali mood swings, turn around, put whatever I want, and see how it looks. Se eu gostar, the first thing I'm doing the next day is get up. I probably won't even eat. Get in the car, go to town, and go print the
Yeah.
shirt.
Só pra ver se
Ver,
cena.
yeah. Whenever I
Okay.
want something, I go do it. I don't
Yeah.
think about too much.
Se vês na liberdade, you just have to like walk down the road. Pá.
Yeah,
Gosh,
yeah.
we have a spot like right here, right there. But yeah.
Mas yeah, tipo,
So that's how the merch idea came about. Did you actually do that? Like,
I only have this shirt, the mood swings,
mm,
because I wanted to see how it looks. I went and printed.
okay.
Yeah.
And then that's when you're like, yeah, okay, cool. Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a rollout. For
Because
the merch.
seeing no computador or on the phone, brother. Vais de dar mal sometimes.
Yeah, do put your car like, yeah, this looks alright, and then you print in mass, and then you're like, oh shit.
Exactly.
Shouldn't
So
have
I
done it.
needed to print every time I think about something.
Yeah.
I go do it. I wanted a music video for Vibes that I did with Wonder. I didn't have money to pay. I used my phone
Yeah,
to shoot the video,
yeah.
and it came out.
You and I don't know, Brad. I think I asked this into Brad. Are y'all niggas like Highbeasts or something?
Como assim?
Like, are you into that kind of culture? Like, you know, getting like the best sneakers and all that, you know, that kind
I
of
love
stuff.
sneakers. I just can't afford sneakers.
So would you consider yourself a hype beast? You know what a hype beast is?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, would you consider?
yeah.
How is that like in a country like Africa, bro? Not a country, but in a country like Mozambique. What am I thinking about? Is it possible? Are you one of those
Yeah,
people?
it
Are you
is
like the
possible.
Nike patrol?
It is possible. You just have, like I said, for me, it's no tem any difference because I can't afford it. And yeah, every time I have money, if I can, I go buy it. But if I can't, but I'll have the reason why I can't afford this because I don't buy any shoes. I don't go and buy the normal Air Forces.
Yeah.
Like I have 3 pairs of Air Forces.
Yeah.
None of them are white or black, like
Yeah.
the common ones. They're all
Yeah.
different.
I can see, the ones
Yeah.
that you got.
They're all different. That's
Yeah.
why I can't afford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Till this day, like, I've tried to like do the whole hype beast stuff, but it hasn't been really my vibe, bro. It's really hard to keep up with like all the releases, and then there's the whole, sorry,
Yeah.
there's the whole what's it called? Porque resale price and all that, So yeah, but like, what's your favorite sneaker or something? Because dude, like, I just started thinking about that because I realized that you and like Brad have this thing about like style, and it's like a really big part
fashion.
of y'all's brand.
Yeah.
You feel? And how'd you go about? Como sempre, o Cipriano está a dizer que.
Ele está a mentir.
Como o Cipriano está a dizer que os miúdos dele estão a representar o cota como deve ser. But yeah, like, bro, how's this style thing? How do you go about it? You, king.clay.
I personally, tinha times que I would be like, today I'm just não vou pra nenhum sítio, então I'm just dress however.
Yeah.
Mas, like I said, when I started looking at music as a business, I was like, every day, já não tem roupa da festa.
Money.
Tem roupa de Clayton every day.
Yeah.
Like, I need to look good every day. So, I wake up and I'll be like, okay, I'm going to look like this today.
Yeah.
Because I look at music as a business. Like, I want that person to approach me and be like, you were an artist. Sexta-feira passada, I went to this Ministério de Educação, whatever. I needed a document. And the lady, you know how people, they're rude and whatever.
Yeah.
The lady literally came to me and they were like, do you do art or whatever? I was like, yeah, why? She's like, what art? I was like, music, and I play basketball. She's like, oh, tell me about it. What do you do? Whatever. Like, we had a conversation. And then at the end, she was like, I asked because of the way you look and the way you're dressing. That's what I'm trying to show the people.
So that's, we could say that like your the way you, in Shangana we call it kutsamiwa.
Okay.
Kutsamiwa é tipo aparência,
Yeah, yeah.
Like to dress and all that, like
yeah.
helps
I want
you
to inspire
helps
people.
you promote the king.clay brand.
It does. Your image matters.
Yeah.
It really does. Yeah, well, that's how I look.
Yeah, that's how you see it. That's really cool, man. That's really interesting. There's one thing that we have to get back to, which are your lives.
Lives. Right? Okay.
How did those start? Because I feel like it was just a thing.
It started because there was a rumor of me dating a girl, and I just went in and said, I don't date this girl.
It was one of those, let's clear the air.
Yeah, but I'm a very comic.
Yeah.
I always like to troll,
yeah,
joke. So I trolled first, but then I cleared the air. And me and the person, we had this link, and we started doing lives like every day because that live ain't show.
Yeah.
And the next live.
Então era uma fofoca that had been going around.
Yes.
Oh.
And I was like, I'm gonna start doing this, and I get along with cameras. I'm shy, but I get along with cameras. Yeah. So I just sit and do lives.
Wow. Voilà, eu na minha altura dos lives eram lives de maluquice and somehow.
Meus lives também são de maluquice.
Nah, but that stuff that we were doing was even crazier, bro. The stuff that I don't know if you ever got a chance to watch, but those lives, bro, By the way, shout out Sando Gang, man. Shout out Pai de La Vega. Shout
Okay, I watched one of those lives.
Bro,
The
aquelas
speeders,
cenas
não
ali.
speeders.
Não speeders, pá. The speeders one was the one that Caesar got in and all that. We just like to transcend, bro, and like talk about things above and beyond human understanding, human common understanding. You feel what I'm saying, you know?
The reason why I trolled in lives is like, bro, I already talk about music in my music.
Yeah.
Let's do something para
Different,
descontrair
yeah.
and you getting to know the other part of king.clay.
Yeah.
Not that that's king.clay, man. Like I love to troll.
Yeah.
I enjoy trolling.
And like when people see you in real life, what's their
They
reaction? They're like,
afinal, é assim.
tipo, és muito calmo.
Yeah. Tipo, hey, onde está aquela energia do live? I'm
It's like,
talking to the camera.
It's like the other day,
nos lives.
I got attacked by someone that's actually here. They're like, hey, afinal, as piadas, yo, bro. I'm a normal dude, fam. Like, I'm just a guy.
Exactly.
Huh? Alright, cool, man. I'm gonna take that. If that's what you...
Tipo, isso aí é o verdadeiro significado de é só entretenimento.
Yeah,
Sabe?
bro.
Tipo,
on God.
Aquilo ali que eu faço nos lives é entretenimento. Depois tem king.clay.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you, man. Mas yeah, how and like right now, tipo, se alguém pays attention to your social media, they'll notice. Tipo, vão dizer, ei, aquele king.clay ali agora. Ele anda muito com mantacis, esse gajo aí, que. How has that been like, beber da experiência desse gajo? Obviously, you already knew CZ from high school,
Yeah.
but now it's like a whole different environment where y'all are like...
It's nice. I'm learning a lot. As you know, CZ's been like in this for like, as you said, look, and I say he was rapping. And then there's Matt K, who's been doing beats, who's been in big stages and stuff. So we already, like, it's his experience. And then it's his experience. So I'm learning a lot. There's also other people who, but it's mostly these two guys. I don't care what the people say. You can say whatever. I'm learning and I'll take it.
Andas muito com esse aí agora.
So what?
E como é que é isso de andar dois kings andarem juntos? Não há...
Somos africanos. Somos
Walking
africanos.
together.
Somos africanos.
E os dois vivem na matola, para piorar ainda.
Isso é aqui onde vivem os
não é
kings.
tipo, são reinados diferentes, tá? São dois kings a
Mas
viverem
não estamos na mesma zona.
zona.
Ele reina lá na zona dele, eu estou na minha zona. Mas somos kings
Você é
da
rei do
Matola.
Chumene, ele é rei da liberdade.
Somos reis da Matola.
Da
De Maputo até, ou de Moçambique. Ou da música.
Da música.
Yeah.
Bro, that's it. And mood swings, bro. Let's talk about mood swings. Like, which night was it that you were in your room and you're like, yeah, this is the time I'm going to work on my EP?
Mood swings. So I released Ride or Die in 2018. Foi success. I was like, I need another one. I started writing 1111. Found the instrumental. I sent to Luana. It was just me, Father, and Luana. But we never got to record the track. Jupiter nos matricou. But it was that. So I've been planning Ride or Die. I had everything done with Ride or Die.
Yeah.
Not Ride or Die, sorry, 1111 in 2018. Yeah. That's when I started 1111. Then I got here in Mars in May last year because of the Rona and stuff. And I saw live with Glades. Glades, the girl who's singing the first one, can't say.
Yeah.
I saw live, I heard her singing. I texted her, like, yo, do you do music? She was like, no. I was like, okay. I found an instrumental. I sent it to her. I said, like, let's do this. Her voice is, I got amazed by her voice.
Yeah.
When I recorded Can't Say, that's when I was like, I'm working on an EP.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there was Mary Jane with Ciroc, then with CZ.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it was supposed to be 5 tracks, but then the other one didn't fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And any lessons learned? Like just
Marketing.
not artistically speaking.
Marketing
right?
is
And from the art side?
Art side.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm happy with what I did.
You're
I'm happy with what I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. But marketing is...
It's key.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you
another
dropped...
thing that us artists, like, we need to invest in is mix and master.
Yes. Yeah.
We need to invest and work a lot on that. Não faz sentido. Tipo, why can't you play a king.clay track next to like Travis Scott or Drake? Why?
No.
You should be able to play those two and
Sem sentir uma diferença.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel. It's something that I used to take for granted as a listener. But you take it for granted. You're like, yeah. But it gets to a point, like here's the thing with me. I started listening to a lot of Moz music, né? Tipo,
okay, yeah.
last year I came here and then my Spotify didn't like cartão não tinha dinheiro, so
Yeah.
não podia pagar Spotify.
Yeah.
So I had to dive into SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And I listened to a lot, bro. A lot of Moz music. That's how I started the radio show and all those
Probably
things.
not
Right?
more than me. I'll tell you that.
Bro, I was listening to Moz music tipo, from the morning till the evening.
You can ask the people who go pra cidade comigo.
Yeah.
Whenever they hop in the car, it's Moz
Moz.
music.
That was me as well. Like,
Yeah.
tudo que eu escutava. Tá a ver? Agora até diminuiu, né? Mas como o Spotify já basou de novo, tenho que voltar a fazer essa cena. Mas, tipo, when I went back to, when I paid my Spotify and then I started listening to my, what I call it white music,
Okay.
eu comecei a notar uma cena nos meus vídeos. Eu dizia, Joe, eu quando saio do SoundCloud, venho para aqui. Anima maningue, tá a ver? Mas quando eu saio daqui, do Spotify, vou para o SoundCloud, tá a faltar uma cena.
Diferença.
Ui,
Yeah.
o que é isso aí, mano?
Guys, let's invest in mix and match.
I wasn't
I'm telling
understanding
you that.
until I took some time. I studied this whole thing of like mixing and mastering, and I was like, oh, so it's
Bro,
this thing.
when people talk about ride or die, they say qualidade desse beat. Tá vendo? And I love to hear that.
Yeah,
Like qualidade. And I'm trying to, I've been trying to get to that level again.
yeah,
Mas já sabe que I've been looking. I can't afford the people who can do it here, the
yeah,
big
man,
guys.
that's not how you should look at it.
But
You'll get there, bro.
I will definitely. I'm working to
Yeah,
get there.
it's just
Like if
consistency.
you listen to Panda Namarut, aquilo ali não foi tocado at all. Tipo, foi uma cena de pegar mic, gravar, não tocar, upload, done. And then there's like other tracks who I've done. But then if you listen to if you compare the quality of Mood Swings and then my old tracks, you will see a difference.
Yeah.
Like obviously I'm improving and I'll release the next track. Trust me.
Yeah.
That's when
Would you
I'll be outta
remaster Panda Namaru?
here. I will.
You will.
I will record.
Ah,
that shit
re-record.
again. Yes, sir.
Yeah, because that's a banger, bro. That's a
Thank
banger.
you. Thank you.
That's a
But I
banger.
will record.
Yeah.
Re-record.
Hey, that's nice, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So now I've been doing this thing here on the channel, bro, where we're trying to look for solutions. But the problem with looking for solutions não pode ser uma cena de acho. Tem que ser uma cena that you've already been doing, right? So you, as king.clay, what's the one thing that you've been doing yourself to push culture and you'd like to see other people doing it, or that other people can take it as an example so that they can also be part of this movement towards, nós estamos a enaltecer a cultura moçambicana?
First is like take serious whatever you're doing. If you're not gonna take serious, then get out of here because you're confusing the people who are listening. You will listen to king.clay who's doing serious, then you will listen to other artists who's not doing serious, and you'll be like, música the most. Like first take serious whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Second is like I value a lot marketing because it has helped me a lot. You don't have to be there personally, mas find desenho antes de lançar uma coisa, não importa se é single, beat, álbum, whatever. Plan the thing because I know a lot of artists just record, release, record like manda link, yo, please share.
Yeah.
That's it. Plan as a business, bro.
Yeah.
Go do it, bro. That's one thing that I do. Like if I have an idea, I'll go record. Value our other artists. I feel like producers are very underrated here. You should.
Very underrated.
They are underrated, and I feel like if you love the job, pay him. Why not? People way to dir esse beat de borla.
Money.
Queres beat de borla? Vamos dar uma cena de borla também, tá a ver?
That makes sense for it to be the bottle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Tipo, if you pay me for a feat, then vou gostar de fazer. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. One thing, tipo, I didn't want to release my EP on SoundCloud
Yeah.
because there's no excuse now.
Yeah.
Why can you not go listen on Deezer, Apple Music, Spotify?
Money.
There's tipo, before it was like, não temos como ter Apple Music or this and that. Mas agora já não há excuse.
Yeah, no
it's
excuse,
like,
bro.
it's not more than 500
Yeah.
per month.
Yeah.
Então, pay and tipo, give us the já chega de a dar cenas de borla.
Yeah,
Tá a
bro.
ver? Então,
Media Fire.
I don't think I've ever uploaded in those blogs, to be honest.
Também. If you started in 2017, by then
Exactly.
it was
Mas,
already
tipo, there's no reason right now not to. Tipo, I don't think my next project, I'll not put it on SoundCloud. It was just be tipo, Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer.
Todas as plataformas digitais.
Exactly.
I feel.
Except SoundCloud.
Except SoundCloud.
Yeah, because já não faz sentido, bro. Tipo, pay. Why do you want to get free things when I didn't do it for free?
I feel you.
Então, yeah, that's what will help the culture a lot. Porque a person who's not doing it serious will not pay distribuidoras just for fun.
Money.
They'll pay because they're doing it and they will get money back. Então, let's say I'm doing it. It's just a hobby. Why would I take $100 to pay uma distribuidora para pôr ali if it's just for fun? Isso é gastar dinheiro. Unless you're that rich, but even if you're rich, bro.
Might as well spend that money on other things, more
Exactly.
pleasurable things, I guess.
I think that will change the way people look at things. Like I started doing music with some of like artists I won't even mention, but people look at me different than they look at the other artists who I started with because I see it and I treat it differently.
Yeah.
The artists who started uploading music on Apple Music now, my first track went to Apple Music.
Yeah. Your very, very first
track. Not the school one, but like the...
Yeah, no, I mean, like, uma cena de tipo, tu
the very first
beat.
went to Apple Music and it had a video. And now the people, that's how I look. Like, that's why they look at me different than the people who started with me.
And let me add something to that you've just mentioned. Like, I feel like even with video, like YouTube videos, you know what's the most important thing they usually say? It's your audio, right?
Yeah.
So if the music that you're making sounds nice,
yeah,
good. But that's not what I want to focus on. I want to talk about the videos. Okay. Like sometimes you can just grab a cell phone and record a music video. As long as
I've done with
tipo
my cell phone.
Bradas que tem iPhone.
Yeah.
Or just a lyric video, you know, that makes a difference. Or
it
visualizer.
Does. It really does.
With stuff that like visualizer that you feel like it represents, as long as it's official and it's coming from your platforms.
Yeah. It really
it's
does.
already a step, you know.
I did a video with my phone. I have a lyric video because I couldn't do a video. I was like, but I need to put content. So I did a lyric video.
Yeah.
And the other thing is like, tem a cena de newcomers and stuff. Tipo,
eu nunca falei disso, senão vamos bater com alguém que está aqui.
Mas a cena, tipo, por exemplo, do you think Melo, he doesn't look at him as like, I'm a rookie, I have to be shy and stuff. I will go compete with LeBron. Tipo, I will not just compete here with like Zion and stuff. I'll go compete with LeBron. I'm already in the league. Yeah. So why you tipo diferenciar us? I'm in the league already. Once you get in the stage, you're in the league.
That's a tough conversation. I feel like
I'm not saying that
in that regard, you know what I would say is put in the work.
Yeah, of course.
They're putting in the work.
It's not like I will just sit and do whatever and expect people to treat me the same way they treat JR, for example. Of course. But if I'm putting in the work, I don't expect. Falo isso por causa de apresentadores, bro. Like they look at you, JR,
Tem Shanecast vai resolver todos os problemas.
Thank you, I really appreciate.
Shanecast vai resolver todos os problemas.
Tipo,
como eu te dei ontem, o dia antes dessa gravação, neste caso. Não ontem do hoje que estás a ver. Eu disse, what did I say? I said, Shanecast não humilhamos artistas. Like, whoever comes
Mas
here...
foi uma indireta para quem?
Você não é teu live aqui. Não foi uma indireta, foi uma cena. Porque eu acabava de ver um snippet daquele vídeo de relâmpago.
Okay.
And for me, that's hilarious, but at the same time, it's extremely sad.
It is sad.
It's really sad because you make the sacrifice to leave your house. You go there.
O programa dele é à noite.
Você espera.
Às 21. Tem de recolher obrigatório agora.
But not even if it was during the day, bro. Just the fact that you go there, you wait, and you disrespect it like that. As a human being, first of all, it's not nice.
Yeah.
And now when you look at all the layers as an artist, as someone...
A cena é que apresentadores wanna shine more than the artist.
Yeah, it's an issue that, you know, what I did. I watch those programas a lot. I see the mistakes that they're making, and I just tell myself, if I ever have someone, even if it's like someone that I don't really know them, because most of the people that I've had here so far were people that I sort of knew, you know, I was sort of keeping up with them. Even if I have someone that I don't really keep up with, I'll do my best to, before the interview and throughout the interview, try to make them feel as comfortable as possible to get their message across. Because, for example, us, it's not like we were close or anything. We just knew each other from the internet.
Yeah.
But you have people watching this that know you.
Yeah.
And when they watch this, they want to know the real you. Or fill in the gaps of like the information that they didn't know about you. So my platform has to be of that kind of value to people. You feel me? That's how I see my work here.
Yeah.
But all of the shine is on you. And as a Q, you have, you know, if you have anything that you want to tell the people, anything that's coming up or anything, bro.
Before isto cria uma confusão. I said apresentadores, but it's not todos apresentadores.
Yeah, obviously.
I think que os que eu conheço só tem duas pessoas who do the thing right.
Yeah.
And they do it for love.
Yeah.
And I'm really grateful for those two apresentadores. Like Kamane and Daigo, bro. Like those are the two who do it for love, and I think are the people who are doing it right.
Yeah.
And
shout out Kamane, man. Hopefully one day he'll come through.
People say things about him, bro.
He's a nice dude.
He is.
So grammatipidar. But yeah, man, king.clay, do you have anything to say to the people, bro? Anything?
Keep streaming Mood Swings. It's on all platforms. You can find the link to the project on my Instagram, on my bio, or on my Twitter. Twitter, king.clay258. Instagram, king.clay. And let's have fun, bro.
Let's have fun.
And to all rappers, let's work. To all artists, let's work and let's start taking our things serious. Because internationally, they look at us like rap mods. The niggas were not doing it right.
Yeah.
And let's value our stuff. Stop complaining and go do it.
All right. Hey, man, king.clay, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Alan, for having me.
Anytime, my G.
Yes, sir.
Wish you all the best with the run-up for Mood Swings and all that.
Thank you.
They need to go get your merch as well.
Yeah.
Tava já esquecer essa cena.
Mood Swings.
Go
get
merch.
It. You can just DM me on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Mil meticais só.
Get the merch.
Yeah.
Anyways, man. Pessoal, muito obrigado por terem assistido, man. king.clay, thank you very much mais uma vez.
Thank you again.
Yeah, man. See you on the next episode. Pow!